Hello, this is SAMI from SAMI IELTS, and you are watching my YouTube channel, SAMI IELTS. SAMI IELTS is considered one of the biggest, the oldest, and the super channel for IELTS preparators. If you want to pass IELTS with flying bands, I hope you will enjoy the quality lectures. Do subscribe my channel, SAMI IELTS. Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, this is SAMI IELTS and you're watching my YouTube channel, SAMI IELTS. Dear students, today I'm going to discuss something about IELTS. Yes, a very common question students always ask, right? Sir, what IELTS is? Please tell us something more about IELTS. And yes, who prepares this IELTS test, which is really a very big question. And even these days in Pakistan, not only in Pakistan, but even across the globe, students are having different kind of even questions in their mind that, sir, IELTS is prepared by British Council. Even some students are thinking that, sir, IELTS is prepared by AEO, or even IDP is involved, in designing and, working on IELTS format and all that. Today I'm here to discuss all these things, inshallah. This video will be very informative, dear students, right? Watch this video till the end. I'm sure all the questions, whatever you have in your mind regarding IELTS, will be completely crystal clear, inshallah. Okay, so before we get into going detail, let's talk about the word IELTS. Okay, first of all, dear students, remember, the most common pronunciation of this word, it has basically two pronunciations, right? The first is IELTS, and the second one is IELTS. But please, don't pronounce it IELTS, right? Like we say IELTS, oh my God. Like it's always, sounds very stupid to say that, okay, IELTS, or I'm studying IELTS, or sir, please, I want to pass IELTS and all that, right? Yes, it has two basic pronunciations. Again, I'm going to pronounce this word IELTS or IELTS, right? This is not IELTS. Okay, one thing. Now, how to remember this word? Okay, then what this word means exactly. Look, okay, it's very easy, because I for international, E for English, L for language, T for testing, and S for system, right? And it's very easy to understand. But, normally students forget this, and then again, sometimes, they have different words for different letters. So guys, if we talk about the word IELTS, right? So look, if you come from bottom, you would really enjoy the word, right? This is a kind of system, right? This is a kind of a system. What is IELTS? This is a kind of a system. Now, what happens in this system? What happens in this system, guys? Something is tested. If you come from bottom, so look, it is a kind of a system in which something is tested. Now, what is tested? What is tested? Your blood level or your sugar level? No, come on, right? Blood level or sugar level is not tested, okay? Your language level is tested, yes. How you speak English, how you write English, and how you read English, how you listen English, right? So your language is tested, right? Okay, again, please, next question. Okay, which language is tested? Pashto, Urdu, maybe like Farsi or Arabic. No. English is tested. Look. And then next question always, clicks in my mind. Okay, yeah. Why English? Why English? Because this is international language. Right. So look, dear students, I hope, inshallah, this would definitely clear the idea, okay, what IELTS is, right? Again, let me repeat my words. IELTS, basically, International English Language Testing System, right? And if you come from bottom, so you would definitely enjoy this word, right? System. This is a kind of a system in which something is tested, right? What is tested? The language is tested. And of course, which language? And that is English. And definitely, why English? Because this is an international language. Hope this would definitely clear your idea about all that, what IELTS is, right? And what this word means. Now, let's go ahead, dear students, and let's talk about yes, big question, very big question, dear students. Who designs this IELTS, right? And who prepares this English test, which is very known these days, and students, or even not only students, but even professionals, or even skilled workers, or even immigrants. Everybody is jumping into this field, and he's after IELTS. So who basically prepares this IELTS? Remember, students, if I talk about IELTS, look, actually, more than 900 locations are there, right? IELTS tests are held in over 900 locations across the world. It means that this is one of the most popular tests, right, across the globe. Right, one of the most popular tests, really, because look, almost 900 locations, right? This test is tested, right? Okay. After that, if you see, how many stations are there across the world, right? 900 test stations are there, fine, or 900 test centers. Yes, because here in Pakistan, almost British Council is having around 13 to 15, test stations. AEO is almost having around 10 to 11, test stations. IDP is also having 3 to 5 test stations. So, just even across the globe, how many stations are there? There are almost 900 test stations were there, right, where this test is conducted. Okay, in how many countries this IELTS is conducted? No, more than 130 countries. More than 130 countries this test is conducted. And again, not only one organization, not only 2 organizations, more than 8,000 organizations, right? They accept this test, and the credibility, right, and the validity, and the authenticity, right? This test is, accepted across the globe. So, students, I was talking about IELTS preparators, right? Who prepares IELTS? Actually, not only IELTS is here in this world, right? There are so many, English tests, such as IELTS, TOEFL, CAE, PTE, even Duolingo, and language cert. There are so many tests, across the globe, and they're still, valid, fine. And the students are even trying to pass them, and there's definitely varieties available, across the globe. Let me discuss the preparators, who designs, right? Who designs these English tests? Remember, students, there are only 2 boards, right? There are only 2 preparators. The first English test preparator, that is Cambridge English Language Assessment, right? And the previous name, old name, that was like University of Cambridge ESOL examination, fine? And now new name, that is Cambridge English Language Assessment. So definitely Cambridge, yes, headquarters is in the UK, right? All tests are prepared in the UK, right? And then these tests are distributed, just to different parts of the world, and then these tests are conducted, across the globe. Now, if I talk about the second, test preparator, that is ETS, and ETS stands for Educational Testing Service. And ETS is basically American company, right? And the headquarters of ETS, that is in New Jersey, US. Guys, remember that there isn't any third preparator, right? There are only 2 preparators, fine. And these 2 test preparators, in these 2 test boards, yes, they prepare, any test, which is even IELTS, or TOEFL, or PTE, or CAE, or even, language cert, or Duolingo, or there are so many tests, right, across the globe. And all these tests are prepared either by either Cambridge, or that is ETS. Now look, I hope that this chart will give you a very clear idea, inshallah, right? English test preparators or developers, actually ETS, right? Look, as I just discussed with you that ETS is what? ETS is basically, based in the US, right? And look, these are the products, right, that prepared by ETS. Like the TOEFL family, right? One of the biggest tests, as you know very well, after IELTS, this is one of the second biggest tests, definitely, right? So TOEFL, then we're having TOEIC, then we're having TOEIC Bridge, then we're having TFI, right? Then we're having TOEFL family. This is TOEFL Primary, TOEFL Junior, TOEFL ITP, right? TOEFL IBT, and TOEFL PBT. So all these tests are prepared by ETS. If I talk about Cambridge English Language Assessment, so Cambridge is basically very rich. Yes, Cambridge is very rich, dear students, okay, in producing so many tests. Not only IELTS, yes, definitely IELTS is on the top these days. That's why you only know IELTS. But remember, students, there isn't only IELTS, in the world. There are so many more tests, right, which are prepared, which were designed by Cambridge English Language Assessment. And let's talk about these tests. IELTS is the biggest product of Cambridge. Then we're having FCE as well. Then we're having CAE as well. Then we're having KET. We're having CPE. We're having OET, right? All these tests. Yes, Duolingo even. Language Cert. This is also the product of Cambridge. Okay guys, so as I was talking about different types of English tests, right? Now all these tests are there in front of you, right? And I hope that now you will be able to understand. Guys, there are, look, there is TOEFL, right? Then we're having IELTS, then TOEIC, FCE, CAE, PTE, KET, CPE, OET, Language Cert, and Duolingo. Remember that, these, yes, TOEFL and TOEIC, these two tests are the product of ETS, right? And the remaining all, like IELTS, FCE, CAE, PTE, KET, all these tests are the burning products of Cambridge. Just imagine how rich this Cambridge English Language Assessment is. Right, Cambridge is producing so many tests, and yes, IELTS is actually accepted not only by one organization or two organizations. It's almost more than 8,000 organizations are accepting IELTS. So because of this, like boom, IELTS is now on the top, and everyone is after IELTS. Otherwise, if you pass even CPE or even if you pass PTE or CAE, no problem. Let me tell you a bit about, because I know there are so many questions students are asking, sir, how about language cert? If I pass language cert, will I be able to go to Australia? If I pass Duolingo, will I be able to go to the UK or to go to the US universities and all that? So guys, remember some very straightforward rules that I'm telling you, right? IELTS is $1, okay? If you pass IELTS, right, definitely you can go anywhere, even, whether you go to European countries or whether you go to Australia, Canada or US or any country across the globe, you are eligible to apply. But remember, even IELTS works in Gulf countries as well, even if you go to King Fahd University, right? So this university is also accepting IELTS. But if I talk about CAE, remember students, CAE, it doesn't work, right, in Canada. So if in case you are willing or you want to study in Canada, right, or you want to go on immigration visa there, so please don't go with CAE, because CAE is particularly really accepted by all universities, all colleges, 100% universities in Australia. CAE works straight away. Even PTE, yes, PTE is also, very authentic tests, particularly for Australian universities, and PTE is really accepted happily by all universities, all even colleges in Australia. Now, but if in case you go with OET, yes, particularly doctors, yes, I would recommend that doctors, please, all doctors, all male nurses, all female nurses, brothers and sisters, right? I would strongly recommend to go with OET. Don't go with IELTS, because IELTS is pretty difficult for them. But yes, OET is their relevant subject, right? And normally, like all the questions in OET, they are related to their concerned subjects, so they would definitely enjoy OET there. And if I talk about language cert and Duolingo, yes, these two tests are also accepted, but most of the universities in the UK, they really appreciate students having language cert or Duolingo. So language cert and Duolingo, yes, these are also very accepted versions, fine. You can also go with language cert and Duolingo, but remember students, Australian universities, Australian colleges, right, they don't appreciate, they don't accept language cert or Duolingo, right? Yes, CAE, fine, PTE, IELTS, yes, these tests are, commonly accepted, frequently accepted by all universities inside Australia, New Zealand, right? Or even if you go to the UK or even in the US, right? So these universities and these colleges, yes, they would definitely appreciate and they would accept your IELTS and PTE, right? CAE, all these tests. Dear students, I hope that this video is more than enough. Inshallah, this video will definitely clear all the questions that yes, I know it's very common. Every student is having so many questions, so I hope that watch this video again and again. I hope that all the questions regarding IELTS and TOEFL and CAE, PTE, OET, because many doctors, they frequently ask me, sir, should we go with IELTS or OET? So the best and the recommended test this for doctor, that is OET. For Australian students, like those students who want to and who wish to study in Australia, yes, I would recommend PTE or CAE. Yes, if in case you want to study in Canada, please don't pass, and don't apply for PTE or CAE, because these tests are not even like appreciated or not even liked by any university or any college inside Canada. There is only IELTS, right? All right, dear students. So I hope that you like this video. I tried a lot to finish and to discuss each and every point, each and every corner regarding IELTS, and I hope that inshallah you will have no question regarding IELTS. Anyway, if still any question exists, so please feel free to ask questions, right? And yes, you are having multiple options to ask questions. You are having my WhatsApp number on the screen. You can even straight away drop a text message there on my WhatsApp number. If in case you want to pass any comment, yes, there you can drop a comment in the comment box there, fine, and I will try my level best to answer as soon as possible. And yes, definitely my upcoming video, which will be again a very very fruitful video regarding IELTS types and all that. So you can please at the end, those students who didn't like my channel, please do like the channel, subscribe my channel, right, and do share it, right, so that every person who is having questions regarding IELTS and he is still not able to get the verified and the authentic information, and he is still confused, right, I hope that he would also watch this video and he would understand all these things, inshallah. It was nice talking to you all, guys. See you soon. Have a nice day. Have a nice time. Take very good care of yourself. See you, inshallah, maybe in upcoming week. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.